Alright, I'm just testing to see how this sounds. It's hot as fucking balls, so I got my fan blowing on me. I'm holding my pop filter like a lollipop because I got nothing to put it on. This is just an audio test. Fuck, I'm really fucking tired. I find I don't really enunciate any of my words, so I'm gonna try to do that. How you been? You look good. What have I been doing recently? Mostly jerking off, being sad, sleeping. I've been doing a lot of that. Because life's miserable. It's a fucking travesty. I don't have the motivation to do anything anymore. I'm failing all my classes because I refuse to work on this stupid bullshit. You know, I'm taking online classes at SNU. Southern New Hampshire University. For game art and development. And for like the first 4 or 5 classes, I've been using 3ds Max. But now suddenly I'm required to use Maya because it's a different teacher and that different teacher uses Maya. So there's no order to any of the, it's like, there's no program, it's just a bunch of teachers teaching a class. So now that I have a teacher that doesn't use 3ds Max, I have to learn Maya. I have to learn Maya. I could have dropped the class, I guess, but I was also lazy and didn't look into it until like Saturday of the week. Everything was due at the end of Sunday for the first week. And now I'm stuck in the class. So I guess that's kind of my fault, but also, hey, maybe have a program that's consistent. If I went to the school, it would be consistent, because I'd be having pretty much the same teachers. But since all my teachers are all over the damn country, because it's online, I now have to learn how to use Maya. So that's cool. It's not cool. It's fucking gay, but, you know, what are you gonna do? Besides bitch about it. I haven't been playing many video games because I don't want to spend $60 on most of the AAA games that have been coming out, because I don't like AAA anymore. I've been burned too many times. I've heard good things about Resident Evil, but I also heard it was really short. I don't really want to spend $60 on like an 8-hour game. I have been playing some indie games. The first one I played this year was Olija. That one was pretty good. I really like the art style and the sound design. Gameplay was pretty good too. Record of Lodoss War. What was it called? Deedlit and Wonder the Labyrinth, which is kind of a shitty title. That game's actually really good. It's basically just Symphony of the Night, but you play as a girl instead of a guy who looks like a girl. A lot of the movement is very similar, but it's definitely its own animal, its own entity. It definitely borrows a lot. Specific, like, I know Metroidvania, the genre, is kind of from Symphony of the Night. Sorry, I actually do have Down syndrome. But this one, like, the character moves exactly like it. There's a little back dodge button. But I think it improves a lot on a lot of the mechanics in Symphony of the Night. Like, for instance, you can move and attack, which doesn't sound big, but something that did really bother me in Symphony of the Night is I had to stop to attack all the enemies. It depends on which weapon you're using, I guess. But having to stop and hit even, like, the most basic enemy I can one-shot, if it's like having to do that constantly, it adds up. And in this game you can just move and attack. That's pretty cool. There are like spells you can equip. Every enemy has like elemental weaknesses. You have to use wind attacks or fire attacks because you have like, and you can switch between the two. Some enemies are completely resistant, so you gotta switch. It's pretty good. I didn't know anything about the plot because I've never watched Record of Lodoss War. I actually watched a couple episodes because I like the game so much. It's standard fantasy, elves, dwarves, humans kind of ordeal. I do really like the main character of the game, not the show. The human guy is really fucking boring, but Deedlit's pretty good. It's probably the best game I played this year. I played Blue Fire too. It was actually pretty good. I like the movement system. It's kind of like a merging between Zelda, like Ocarina of Time Zelda, Dark Souls. I think it's been a while since I played it, but it's like a Dark Souls Zelda sort of arrangement, where it kind of has the atmosphere. There's like bonfires of dark, like those kinds of things from Dark Souls, but it has like Zelda-esque dungeons with keys and opening treasure chests and shit. It's pretty good, but I got stuck and I wasn't enjoying it as much. I wasn't enjoying it enough to really figure out how to get through it, so I just kind of dropped it. I also played Metal Unit, which is just some weeaboo game. It's a roguelike where you play as an anime girl in a mech suit. The gameplay was actually pretty fun. The story was pretty bad, and I wasn't really certain what was happening. I guess that doesn't inherently make it bad, but like the main character girl breaks like the rules constantly and isn't like court-martialed or anything. I don't know. It was alright. I haven't really been playing a lot of games from this year like I wanted to. I have been playing Sekiro, which came out 2 years ago. It's because I really like that game. That's mostly what I've been doing, going back and playing games I like, because this year's so shitty. I don't know. I've kind of run out of things to think about, talk about, whatever. Remember to stay gorgeous.
I want to die.